So, welcome to the Pacific Northwest, to the man behind the mic. I wanted to give people the opportunity that are not in my container healing groups to just put a face, a person, to experience me in a different way besides just audible, to bring more connection, more authenticity. If you've listened to my latest episode, I spoke about this bobcat that I saw, and I didn't see this bobcat out here in the woods. I saw the bobcat driving by in a car and was walking across the field. And how much of my story that's being played out, of coming back to this core wound of I'm not enough. I don't have what it takes. This fear of failure, right? Which I believe a lot of people deal with. And that bobcat, they know who they are. They have an identity. In their bones, in their whole being, they know that they're a bobcat. And on this journey of initiation, of becoming more of who I am, knowing more of who I am, and stepping into that with full agency over myself, having a voice, having courage and strength. And so much of that core wounding of never being spoken into me that I have what it takes, that I am enough. When I sit with it and truly slow down and pause, feeling in my body of this constriction inside of my chest, this shrinking back of hiding, becoming small and diminished. Feeling this overwhelm of terror, of just time traveling back to being a young boy. Feeling terror. I'm being yelled at by my parents. To really just sit with that young boy and not to run away from the feelings or the sensations that come up inside of my body. To really be curious of what the story is. What's the underlying belief that they're still holding? And letting them know I'm an adult. I'm not there anymore. They're not there anymore. If they don't have to be there anymore. Coming back to rescue them, to breathe life into them, to bestow their identity that they never received in life. That place of curiosity and compassion and courage. Courage to step into the tension. Courage to step back into the fire. So many times of feeling like a third-degree burn victim, and my nerves and my skin are so raw. But allowing myself to feel that again, allowing it, and not running away, not shrinking. Taking time out here in creation where it's quiet, when there's not distraction. So much of this world is just distraction. A dopamine hit after a dopamine hit. Get the instantaneous thing. And then still feeling left incomplete. Still feeling left wanting, desiring. Because your needs aren't being met. You know, as a child, my needs were not met. So much of that little boy wants to prove it to his parents that he has what it takes, that he is enough. The truth is, though, that he doesn't have to prove it to them. People will stay in denial. They will project all their stuff back to you. They will turn and point the finger at you like you are the problem. You are the scapegoat. You are the issue. And the truth is, you don't have to change their mind. You don't have to deprogram them. You don't have to be the one to heal them in order for you to find healing within yourself. It's a hard lesson that I had to learn, that I am still dealing with at times. Because these little ones inside of me, they still want approval. And deep down, their need is they want to be loved by people that never really love them. And love's a verb. It's an action statement. It's things in motion. My parts need so much evidence of reality, of like what is true. They need evidence. You know, I've survived so long with dissociation, of being disconnected, and it kept me alive. And my parts really needed evidence of being in the present moment, of touching, feeling, experiencing, that we're not stuck back in time. That these moments in our story where core wounding comes up of feeling like an utter failure, is reminding me, is drawing my attention, it's drawing, my body is telling me to go back there and sit with the feelings, sit with my parts, and rescue them. bring them out of that cage of bondage. The heavy mind, the thoughts that are still chained, the rumination, they do not have to stay there. I do not have to stay there. The more I can sit here with myself, the more I can connect. I'm taking rocks out of the backpack that I've been carrying around for far too long that I was never meant to carry. And it's not an instantaneous process. It's not a magic trick. It's not some pill I can take. But every step I'm taking is a step of feeling more alive, of hope, of feeling joy, peace, love, self-compassion, having grace with myself. It's an experience of feeling connected. And that's what's been stolen from me. Connection. Connection to myself. Who I am. What makes me me. And just being real and authentic, genuine with that. Being honest with that. Like, the quirkiness, the playfulness, the innocence. Those things that were stolen from me. And I can't shake the image of that powerful, courageous, ferocious, and yet so graceful and connected bobcat. Because the bobcat is not living in fear. The bobcat is completely present. And I'm in a process of initiation, of becoming more present, more alive, more connected. And just wanting, desiring, feeling so much aliveness of wanting to connect and bring that to other people, and especially men, of having men having a language for feelings, connecting to their body. The number one cause of death right now in the U.S. for men under 50 is suicide. And I've walked through this fire enough times in my life of hitting rock bottom, of hopelessness and despair and failure, and I'm still here by the grace of God. And I have breath in my lungs, and my heart is beating. To do whatever it takes to help those around me, to those connected throughout this creation that we exist in. you're not alone. You're not alone in the struggles. You're not alone in the feelings. You're not alone in the hopeless despair. I'm walking this path. I'm on this journey. And there are many others on this journey. And you're not alone. That there is deep hope and deep love and compassion. I still face things on a daily basis and try to pause and tune in to what is happening inside of me. What are my parts saying to me? What do they need? And putting myself first, which is the opposite of being selfish. I can't help anyone or take care of anyone until first I take care of myself and love myself. To go back and restore the love that was stolen from me and never giving to me, to the identity that was never bestowed upon me, to surrendering to the process, to opening up, to expanding, to allowing space for God to exist, to being connected to this earth. I invite you to pause more, to slow down, and to be really curious about what sensations and feelings arise in your body and what is the underlying message, the core belief deep down inside of you. I thank you for your time. For being present, for showing up. And your courage. Because this is the hard, narrow path. This healing journey. And I'm honored to walk this path with you.